All right. Thank you for checking out our back to school night presentation for AP United States History. Unfortunately, we cannot meet in person, circumstances being what they are. But hopefully next year we could all convene and we can all meet in all of our classes and have a wonderful night together. In the meantime, though, thank you so much for checking this out and taking time from your schedule to do so. And hopefully we'll have a great year and your son or daughter will not just be academically successful, but they'll have a greater knowledge and enrichment from this class. This is actually one of the most challenging classes they'll probably take, but I hope it's one of the most fulfilling classes they take. So AP US History, I'm Mr. Van Weingarten. The students know me as Mr. V. Let's go to a bigger screen there for us. Course overview, AP US History is designed to provide students with the analytic skills and factual knowledge necessary to deal critically with the problems and materials in US history. The class prepares students for intermediate and advanced college courses by making demands upon them equivalent to those made by a full year introductory college course, as just is every AP class. 7 essential themes that we focus on throughout the entire year. Many of these themes are overarching and they are major components of the AP exam: American and national identity, politics and power, work exchange and technology, culture and society, migration and settlement, geography and the environment, and America in the world. We also look at US history and we do our order of operations by looking at 9 time periods. The first time period was essentially covered by our AP US summer assignment, which was due on the first day of school. And that was period 1, 1491 to 1607. And then we are currently looking at period 2 right now, 1607 to 1754. And I'm not going to read all of these off, but if we go from period 3 to period 8, we take off from pre-revolutionary wartime of 1754 and get all the way into the 80s. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we can spend a little bit of time on period 9 this year. We go into the 80s, we go into the 90s. However, if we had to leave off one period, not that I want to do that, but because there's 41 chapters in the course, it's very intense just trying to fly through it all. If we can get at least to 39 or chapter 40 and get to the early 80s, I'm fine, because a very, very, very small, maybe about 1 to 2% of the AP exam actually covers the 90s. So if we can get through into the 80s, we're doing great. Okay. All right. Assignments are regularly posted in Google Classroom several weeks in advance. Right now, we have posted material in both Google Classroom and Schooloop for the next 3 weeks. And grade scores are routinely posted in Schooloop. Several scores have already been entered as of this presentation today on Sunday, the 22nd. And as far as Google Classroom goes, I've sent every parent or guardian that's listed in our district's Infinite Campus an invite to that Google Classroom that your son or daughter is, so you can access the material as well, see what we're doing. And you can even see how your son or daughter is doing in the class as well through that. And if I did not send you an invite, please try to check your inbox again. Maybe you didn't see it. Or if you're weren't listed in Infinite Campus, shoot me an email. I'll send you an invite to your preferred email address. Okay, AP exam for us will be on May the 6th. This course will help prepare students for that exam. It's a very challenging exam, and it is quite an achievement to get a 3, 4, or 5 score, but that is always the goal of an AP class, right? You can also gain that college credit, which is super terrific. So let's go to the AP exam process. Right now, I need to meet with the counselors and see when that exact date deadline is. So I actually didn't post it, but students will be aware of it. Counselors will come by to visit, to talk about it with them. I will be promoting it. What I have done, though, is given a step-by-step directional guide on how to actually sign up for the AP exam in the My AP College website. So Students who have taken the AP exam should be familiar with this process, but I'm going to leave this up here in the slideshow, and you'll have access to this slideshow because in Google Classroom under Back to School Night presentation, I will put a copy of this in there. The AP exam is approximately 2 hours long. This is a 2 parts, a 16-minute multiple choice section and a 60-minute free response section. Each portion of the exam will constitute a 50% of the score portion. I'd love to say that your son or daughter will pass this exam just with the lessons we're doing in class, just through their attentiveness in class, just through their hard work on homework, but really in a very much more realistic way of looking at things, that's extremely difficult to do, especially with the intensity and the sheer pace of what we're doing and the broad scope of everything we're learning. So really the best way to prepare for the exam on top of what we're doing is for a student to get one of these books already during the fall semester would be a good idea. It's the AP exam prep books. Barron's puts one out, other companies do as well, but these are my favorite: Kaplan Review book, and the Princeton Review book. Those are two exceptional guides. They really break down the material in an organized way. They give students lots of insight on how to prepare for the test, what the test will look like, how to attack the test, and there's practice, quizzes, and preparation activities in here as well. And the screen is freezing. There you go. College credit. If you're wondering, will a 4 or 5 score get credit? Yes, absolutely. Always 3 scores usually, but some private institutions in particular may not actually honor that. So if you're wondering if a 3 score gets credit at a certain institution that your son or daughter may be applying to, I've put this link in the presentation as well. And once again, this presentation will be accessible in Google Classroom. Grades. Grades are done on a traditional grade scale, but the grading breakdown is weighted. Homework and classwork is 35%. Tests and quizzes are 50%. Closed Cornell notes are 15%. Closed Cornell notes look like this. Basically, the content is on the right. Students do generated questions on the left that review the content on the right, and they respond to summary response questions that I have typed for them. Some of those questions are very simple. They just need to list or identify things. Some of them are moderately challenging, compare and contrast type questions, type questions. Some of them are very difficult, and they'll probably want to also use their chapter, right? It's going to textbook. So they're going to want to put some deep thought into those, but it makes them revisit their notes, which is the whole point. Late work. Late work will only be accepted due to an excused absence. We'll have an equal number of days to complete missing assignments and tests or quizzes as we were absent. It is the student's responsibility to find out what work was missed during his or her absence. Everything is posted in Google Classroom and Schooloop well in advance. Classroom rules. I don't really want to spend a lot of time on this. We're in an AP classroom, and one of the joys of teaching in an AP classroom and learning in an AP classroom is that we're going to be iron sharpening iron. We're not going to have to worry as much about behavioral issues. We have high expectations, and by and large, students follow them in AP classrooms. So basically, we do have 3 R's though. We're going to be ready, we're going to be responsible, and we're going to be respectful. Really, the key item I would kind of take away from this is students need to be super responsible by bringing a charged Chromebook to class every day, every single day, because much of what we're doing is paperless in this class and is done through Google Classroom. Extra credit. From time to time, the entire class will be offered extra credit opportunities. These assignments will be posted online in our Schooloop page, along with the regular credit assignments. Extra credit opportunities are not granted upon individual requests as a way to lift up or restore a grade percentage. Extra credit assignments can easily be identified in Google Classroom and Schooloop because they'll have 2 letters attached to the name of the assignment, E and C in capital letters. So as far as reaching out to me, feel free to do so. Feel free also to check your students' progress by going into Schooloop. I post scores. I've already done so, several of them already. If you have follow-up questions, you can use Schooloop, email, or you can just directly use your email account and reach out to my email account through the Cabrera Unified School District. All right, just want to say thank you again for checking this out and taking time from your busy schedule. I hope that your son or daughter has a very enriching experience and we have a great school year together. So I'm just looking forward to as much as normal experience for everyone this year compared to last year. So thanks again.